Ladies and germs, welcome back to the channel. Now, in my last video, I talked about the servers and other 2K issues. Well, we're here to finish it off in this video. Now, without killing any more time, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the unbalanced gameplay. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, there's certain things that happen in this game to benefit the computer, such as the computer going on scoring runs, such as fouls not being called on your end. Well, when you're on the offensive side, the computer doesn't get called for any fouls. But when they come down on your end and you barely even do anything to them, it's a foul. You know, it's a foul. It's a foul. It's a foul. And they're always open shooting threes. And I talked about this in my last video. They're shooting threes. They're shooting anything wide open, and they have a higher percentage of going in when the shot clock is going down, which is very dumb, stupid, you know, and the dev team won't fix it. But let's talk about the unbalanced parks. Now, for some strange reason, they allowed the Sunset Beach Ballers to have 1 million. Well, I'm exaggerating right now, but I'm just saying, for example, they let them have like 1 million, 2 million people in one park, which is not really probably the number that's in there, you know what I mean? But I'm exaggerating. Just trying to show, for example, what they did. They let all them in Sunset Beach Ballers. Now, the only reason everybody went over there was because some of the YouTubers, the bigger YouTubers and the developers themselves were over there in Sunset Beach. But what that does is Rivet City and Old Town Flyers, they don't really have anybody in the parks, which is a good thing for the people who want to get into quick games, which that's very great. But it's not good when you're dealing with the wreck exploits. Now, in the park, it's very easy to exploit. I had one dude, he was dribbling, he inbound the ball, he went into the post-up animation backcourt, took the ball, dribbled it between his legs, some kind of new animation added in this year, but it can be used to exploit. He dribbled it through his legs all the way down the court in a post-up animation. Now, he did that, went all the way into the paint, nobody could strip the ball from him, and scored an easy layup. He did that the whole game, and my team was on like a 10-game win streak or a 9-game win streak, and he ended it. I'm talking about things like that are for no reason in the game. Do they even think before they do it, before they put it in the game? Now we're going to talk about posterized cheese. I like to call it poster cheese, but I like the way they implemented that you can't buy posterizer this year. You have to earn it. But what I hate about that is people found a way around it. And you know, the YouTubers upload their videos on how to get posterized, or how to get posterized. You know, put it on pro difficulty and go dunk on everybody and hope they get in your way. Look, man, why are you playing cheesy like that? And what makes it worse is you show it to other people so they can get a cheesy game in to get dunks on a whole bunch of people the wrong way. You're supposed to get these, they're rare. You're supposed to get them out of nowhere, these badges. Now we're going to talk about the Pickpocket Cheese. On the park, people are still reaching. Now, they started this reaching stuff on 2K13, I do believe. Because it was really that pickpocket. Oh my goodness, when you get level 3 on pickpocket, that Pickpocket Cheese was something terrible. So they started this on 2K13, and it really got worse and worse and worse, and they just started doing it more and more and more. People that really exploit the game, they put it on pro. They put it probably on 5-minute quarters, and then they sat there and put it on default sliders or casual or something like that. And then they'll just, you know, steal the ball about 15, 16 times per game. And then they'll eventually get pickpocketed. Moving screens. Now, this is something that drives me crazy in my career. It seems as though they did a good job this year with the screens, though. I like that. But what I don't like is how much they occur. You know, it's like every possession now, every other possession now, it's a moving screen, you know. And it's annoying because not every time your person's feet is set but sometimes your person has a mind of his own, and he'll move his feet when you're clearly set. You know, you have your feet set, and if it's happened to you, you already know. He'll just step out. He'll move one foot out and just try to lean into the player that he's supposed to be screening. And it's something with that animation that just screws you over, you know, and then it counts as a turnover. And again, that's what I mean by this game relies too heavily on animations. Now let's talk about the stupid teammates. If you're a My Career guy and you don't have this game just yet and you're hoping that they did something with this, they didn't do anything with it. I'm going to tell you that right now. They did not make your teammates smarter. They didn't even try. You could tell they didn't even try. Their main focus was making sure that the parks was nice and getting the story in My Career right. And, you know, they don't really focus on gameplay like it really needs to be toned in on. You know, and I don't know what to say, you know, because as a developer, they'll say, well, there's only so much we can do in 1 year development cycles. Man, look, it does not take a whole year to get some of these stupid animations and stupid things that occur out the game. It does not. It doesn't. So just stop, you know. Lack of player control. This is another thing. This is something that, you know, NBA Live fanboys pride themselves on. That their game has player control in certain situations. Now, I'm an NBA Live fan. I'm a 2K fan. So I have to say, NBA Live does offer a little bit more control. And what I mean by that is the animations don't overshadow the actual player movements. Like on 2K, if you notice me while I'm dribbling the ball backwards or something on 2K, it's like your person refuses to shift his body a certain way. And what that causes is 9 out of 10 times people usually can strip the ball from you, or you end up going back court if you're on My Career, or, you know, it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And look at the Pickpocket Cheese right there, and my teammate is going to try to chase the ball down. It's going to result in a turnover, which is very stupid. Zig Zag Cheese, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Look at the screen, okay? Now, these guys were priding themselves, right? Before it released, they said, we got rid of it. You can't zigzag no more. 3-point zigzag is gone. Let me tell you something. They tried to make it hard for you to zigzag cheese, but yet they still made it possible for you to zigzag cheese. Now, people are going to say, well, maybe you should check your lateral quickness. They're going to try to blame it on quickness. It's not the quickness. They didn't fix this. Soundtrack. Now, I had to put this in here. I'm sorry. I just had to. But Pharrell did an awful job. He did an awful job with this music selection that he put up here. Now, I liked a few songs. I ain't even going to lie to you. I liked a few songs, you know. But other than that, this overall, in my opinion, this has to be one of the worst NBA 2K soundtracks that's been in a game. You know, they need to choose somebody better next year. They better not put nobody out here that next thing you know, they probably have Soulja Boy making the track. But my review, let me go ahead and give you my quick review. This game right here, I'm not even sure what I would rate it. I'm not even going to try to play the little rating game here. But overall, this game is a lot better than last year. I could stand this game a lot more than I could 2K14. As you see, we're going to lose our winning streak. Well, we only had one game anyways, because my teammate wanted to shoot a boneheaded shot. But overall, this game is definitely pretty good. Is it worth $60? No, it's not. In my opinion, you would get away with buying it for $30. But, you know, it's an overall okay game. It's not the perfect game. Hopefully they can get it better next year. And, you know, a lot of people would bring up the fact that, you know, if they made this game perfect, then what are they going to do next year? And, you know, as crazy as that may seem, that is the honest truth, because they don't want to make a game that fixes things. Because if they do that, then, you know, they're going to say, like, how are we going to improve? You know, they want to use some kind of excuse to say that they improved. So, you know, next year they might take out Zigzag completely and say, oh, it's a new game. You know what I mean? Because that's basically what they do. And you know, as shady as it may seem, that's just how they get over. You know, that's how 2K developers and everybody gets over. It's just a way of the gaming industry. It's just a way that people like taking shortcuts now. It's no longer, you know, make this game right. It's always a rely on a day one patch or a future patch that's gonna fix this. You know, people don't want to finish the games anymore. But I'm not even gonna go on a rant with that in this video. Like I said, this game is pretty good. Now, I told you before, animation bullshit is still in the game, so don't even think you're gonna come in here and get a brand new experience while you're playing, because you're not. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So no need to get mad if you go pick this up. And if you pick it up because of this video, don't get mad, because I just warned you that the animation stuff, everything that I went over is still in the game. You know, so if you didn't like 2K14 because of these reasons, you might not like 2K15. So, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy the game if you pick it up. If you pick it up and you don't enjoy it, take it back, get your money back, and hopefully I'll make something better next year. But follow me on Twitter, hit me up over there, like, subscribe, comment. I'm out of here. Peace out, y'all.